Hey guys, welcome back to the House of Lasers. We have some more tips and tricks for you. So in Lightburn, we have a scan offset adjustment under the screwdriver and wrench. And what this does is adjusts the start point of one of your lines, either your left to right or right to left. You can adjust either. We recommend adjusting one of them. Just because you might tend to screw one up or bring them further out of adjustment. So looking at these graphics, here's a result of having this setting off. If you notice this graphic here, there's shadowing. And then this one over here has pixelation of the edges or end line bypass, I would guess you would call it, where your right to left movement starts out at one position, and then your left to right movement will start off just enough to create a shadowing or a pixelation of the edges. And there's an easy way to correct this. So what I want to do right now is just show you a couple of examples. Like on this one, you can really see the edges have what I call staircasing, or just pixelized edges, and the details aren't really clear. If we move down to this one is better, and you can see that it's coming back into alignment as I'm making incremental adjustments. I also ran this one at a little bit higher interval. The next one we're going to look at, I ran a little bit tighter, and you can tell that the scanning offset adjustment is pretty much on point. It is the graphics are clear in comparison to this one where I do have a lot of pixelation of the edges, and the one that's right next to it over there that definitely has a major shadowing effect. So how do we fix this? Well, the first thing to do is create a graphic, maybe about a 1.5 to 2 inch box by 4 inches tall, and you're going to set the interval to about 0.04. This way you can get that line spacing to see exactly how these right to left and left to right movements line up. Basically the fire point or the turn on point of each one of those. And as you can see here, these are way off. They should be starting and stopping in the identical place. They should be aligned perfectly. And if we move down, you can see that they're getting closer and closer together as I make small changes to the scanning offset adjustment. If you look at this one, it's almost perfect, and then we go down here, and eventually, after a few changes, you can see that's pretty spot on. So let me turn this piece of wood here around real quick, and I'll show you where I do finally have it dialed in, and basically from the start point where it was really bad to the end point of how it should look. So the left side is horrible, and that will affect so many different things. So the first step we need to take is to create a small box, like I said, 1 inch to 2 inches by about 4 inches, just so we can really see the line spacing. And then we're going to adjust the line interval to, like I said, about a 0.04 or a little bit further spacing, depending on how good your eyes are. So go under the screwdriver and wrench tool, and there you have your scan offset adjustment. And if you click add, you will be able to adjust those, and pick one. There's no point in adjusting both of them. Just pick the line shift and put in a value, and basically start seeing how well it comes into alignment. So you're going to run a couple different test patterns until you actually have this lined up correctly. As you can see here, I'm at a 0.007. You can make different ones for different speeds if you have major issues as you go faster. But what I've noticed is once you have it dialed in at a moderate speed, it seems to carry along and you don't really need to change it. But if you do, just know that you can have adjustments for different speeds. So if you're having issues with your photos not coming out right, your edges of your work not being perfect, take a look at this. And this is a really easy adjustment to do, so I recommend that everybody checks it. Maybe even make it part of your monthly cleaning process where you go in and make that box and make sure everything's aligned perfectly in adjustment. While it may not be something huge on a vector graphic on a piece of wood, I bet you on a painted tumbler, or if you're trying to do photos on acrylic or a tile, it's going to show up. Especially on a photo where you're trying to lay dots in a very, very specific form to create an image, it could destroy the work that you're trying to achieve. So guys, thank you for tuning in and watching this video. I hope it helps somebody get their settings dialed in, and make sure you join us on our Facebook House of Lasers page, where we're giving stuff away and getting as many vendors to give us discounts as a group as we can. Again, we appreciate it, and tune into the next one. Thanks.